yourself. Receive fire to roll in the spirit. Roll for your nation. Roll for your sister. Roll for your family.
Perfect day, Saints. I'm Saint Stacy, son of the house. I've been in ministry for 4 years now, and tonight is just one of the reasons why I'm super grateful to be a part of this ministry. What happened tonight is Papa called me out and he was telling me that
God told you to pray. There was a time you missed a vision. You took it for granted. Something happened. What happened in the family shouldn't have happened.
I 100% knew what vision that was, because in 2024, the end of 2024, that's when Papa came to me in the vision. And as an eagle, we see things before it happens, and we're supposed to be the ones who lay the dream off to lions who will then roll with us in that regard of whatever the vision or the dream is.
And that's why God has made you an eagle. Thou shalt ascend. See the vision ahead of time, eagles. Every family has a watcher. The worst thing that can happen to any family is to have the watcher over that family's slumber. I don't care how faithful you are to Christ. If the watchers of families are sleeping, trust me, the devil will gain entrance. So, if God has made you a watcher over your family, sit up and take charge in prayers.
We have one of everything in our household. I'm the eagle, my dad's a lion, and my mom's a marine. So in 2024, I had a dream, and I just casually laid the dream off to my parents. But deep inside, I knew this is something serious, because just the way that it came across in the dream, where Papa was in our lounge and he laid hands on my sibling's head, and he had white garment on, and as his hand is on my sibling's head, he says something big is going to happen to this family next year. And in the dream, it was my sibling and another person. And just as Papa has told me in the dream, that's exactly what happened in 2025. 2025 was a nightmare for my family. We had the most painful year, and a part of me always felt guilty, because I knew that Papa said that this is going to be something big is going to happen to this family. And I used to do my prayers, fastings, and I thought that my prayer and fastings would deal with my visions that I have, but I didn't understand at the time that I should have been intentional with my prayers and my fasting to that specific matter. I couldn't just generalize it. So when Papa mentioned that tonight, and I immediately got that vision that popped in my head when he said it, and I was like, okay, I know what Papa's talking about. Then I confirmed it with him, and I said, I remember the vision.
You were the appointed one, and you were the gatekeeper there. You were supposed to be intercessor. You omitted certain spiritual instructions in the place of visions. But the mandate and that same instruction has not been removed. You still have to contend for it, for the restoration of your loved one. You hearing me?
I remember the vision, sir. So in 2025, my family went through hell. We had pressure from every angle, from my schooling, like being in university, to our social life, to literally everywhere. There was just pressure from all angles, and from the people that I saw in that vision that Papa said that we're going to have a tough year. And I always had this part of me that felt guilty, because I knew about the vision, and I know that Papa has taught us that from the time that you had the vision to 1 hour, that realm is still open and you can pray and you can war. And because I didn't take it seriously, because I thought my usual prayers and fastings would deal with it, I came to learn the hard way that I need to be intentional with my prayers and my fastings. And I just want to thank the man of God, because tonight is exactly what I needed to bring myself in alignment once again. You can't become complacent, because right after that has happened and we were going through the trials and tribulations, I didn't receive any visions or any dreams of Papa at all during that period of that tough period. And I was very concerned. I couldn't understand, why is Papa not coming to my dream to give me direction? This is very unusual, because since I came to the ministry, I've always seen Pastor John in my dreams, and I confirmed this with him and he said it is true. But during 2025, I didn't see any visions of Papa, and that concerned me, because that is the thing that kept my family and myself ahead of the enemy. But I see that as a rebuke, because I should have listened in the beginning and I got complacent. And now that everything is finally over and 2025 is closed up, I finally received my visions back, and I'm so glad for the correction tonight of Papa, because now I know that I need to bring myself in order. I need to pull up my socks, and I can't become complacent.
I'm going to take you back into the timeline. You're going back. God is still waiting for you there. It's a timeline you must go back again to rectify. After that, there will be a restoration.
Receive fire to roll in the spirit. Roll for your nation. Roll for your sisters. Roll for your family. Say the paradise. There's a groaning of the spirit. The groaning of the spirit. Radiation of the spirit with our infirmities. For we do not know what to pray. And he helps us with the groaning. The deep calleth unto
As he was laying his hands upon me, I see these beings. Often it's like two beings on my side, and they have this huge wingspan that is over me, and I just felt myself being teleported back to that vision that Papa gave to me in 2024 when he told me that something big is going to happen to this family. And I felt myself go back to that, and I actually reimagined, like Papa taught us, what should happen in that timeline. And I was speaking into the timeline what should happen, and I also during that period was praying that God would forgive me for being complacent in that way. As I was on the floor, I could really feel that there's restoration. I could feel that this was that missing piece, and I would have done it over and over again, because last year really taught me how important this house is. It was Papa's books that actually kept my family, myself through all the trials that we faced. And I thank you so much for the book, the Heavenly Judiciary book, because that is the main one that actually kept myself and my family through some legal trials that we had, and we came out victorious. It was so beautiful. And I just want to thank the man of God and thank Mama Ola and the family and the ministry, because we learn a lot here.
Upcoming events with the bondservant of Christ, John.
The Holy Fire Conference in Ennis, Texas, USA. Dates: 26th to the 29th of March 2026 at the D Realms Training Center, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. daily.
Lions Roar for Poland. Bryklewa Zapolskie. Dates 3rd to the 4th of February 2026. Day 1, 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. And Day 2, 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. Venue, Ergo Arena. Address, Gdańsk, Sopot, Plac Dwóch Miast 1. Register now for this conference at hub.drealms.org or scan the QR code on the screen.
Roar for Nigeria. Dates 12 March 2026. Venue Eco Convention Center. Plot 1415 Adeto Kunbo, Adamola Street, Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. To secure your seat, visit hub.drealms.org or you can scan the QR code on the screen. See you there. And see you in the realms.